Season 1 of The Diplomat begins with a shocking attack. A British aircraft carrier is targeted in the Persian Gulf. 41 sailors lose their lives. The world watches as tensions spike dangerously. Iran is quickly blamed. With relations already strained between Iran, the US, and the UK, fear of a full-scale conflict grows. To prevent disaster, President William Rayburn and his Chief of Staff, Billy Apaya, make a bold move. They assign Kate Wyler, a skilled diplomat, as the new US ambassador to the United Kingdom. Her mission: prevent an international crisis before it spirals out of control. Kate arrives in London with her husband, Hal. Hal is also a diplomat but has been stalled in his career. He longs for a prestigious posting that has so far eluded him. Years of differing career paths have strained their marriage. They are on the edge of divorce. What Kate doesn't know is that Apaya has plans for her beyond London. He envisions her as a potential future vice president of the United States. At the embassy, Kate meets her team: Deputy Chief of Mission Stuart Hayford and CIA Station Chief Idra Park. The two are secretly involved with each other, a fact known to no one else. Kate is soon introduced to Britain's Prime Minister, Nicole Trowbridge, and Foreign Secretary Austin Dennison. Trowbridge is frustrated. She resents President Rayburn's aggressive approach toward Iran and fears it could pull the UK into war. Meanwhile, Kate decides she's ready to end her marriage. But Hal drops a bombshell. She is being considered for the vice presidency. Kate is furious. She accuses Hal of manipulating events behind her back, of using her success to revive his failing career. Yet despite the anger, they are drawn back together. Their relationship remains fragile. Hal grows closer to Dennison's sister, Cecilia. The tension escalates, culminating in a shared kiss. Back at the embassy, Apaya tasks Stuart with a new mission: use his political experience to prepare Kate for the vice presidency. Hal receives a call from Iran's foreign minister. Iran denies involvement in the attack and insists they are being framed. Kate, Stuart, and Idra work to uncover the truth. They meet Iran's ambassador, who points them to Linkov. He leads a Russian mercenary group suspected of the attack. Before he can reveal more, the ambassador dies suddenly from a heart attack. Kate, Hal, and Stuart bring this information to Trowbridge and Dennison. Trowbridge wants immediate military action. Dennison warns that a rash strike could trigger nuclear retaliation. As Kate and Dennison negotiate a diplomatic solution, unexpected feelings develop between them. Eventually, a compromise is reached: a surgical strike targeting Linkov's mercenaries in Libya. The plan moves forward, but U.S. Secretary of State Miguel Gannon opposes it. His motives are political. He hopes to discredit Rayburn and advance his own ambitions. Hal sees through the plot. He helps Kate convince Rayburn to approve the strike. With Gannon exposed, Hal begins scheming again. This time, he aims to become Secretary of State. A speech about taking decisive action brings Hal to the attention of conservative MP Merrick Grove. Grove offers support, enraging Kate. Once again, Hal's ambition threatens their already fragile relationship. Meanwhile, Idra faces heartbreak. Stuart plans to follow Kate to Washington should she become vice president. The same Stuart who convinced Idra to sacrifice her career for their relationship. Idra ends things, realizing she will never come first. With the Libya strike imminent, Kate meets the Russian ambassador. She informs him of the attack. The ambassador denies Russia's involvement but reveals a crucial lead: Linkov is hiding in France. The stakes are higher than ever, and the true battle has only just begun. Kate realizes there's a way to avoid military action altogether. She convinces President Rayburn and Prime Minister Trowbridge to cancel the Libya strike. Instead, they focus on arresting Linkov in France. Kate travels to Paris with Dennison. Their mission: gain the support of French officials. The meeting takes place at a massive party inside the Louvre. Kate's red dress turns heads, including the head of her forbidden crush, Dennison. At the party, Kate meets the French Minister of the Interior, Brie. Brie agrees to let them act against Linkov on French soil, but she delivers shocking news. British intelligence plans to assassinate Linkov instead of arresting him. Kate feels blindsided. She is especially hurt by Dennison. He assures her he is just as shocked. Together, they begin to piece it together. Trowbridge wants Linkov dead, so he can't be captured. The truth is devastating. The Prime Minister himself orchestrated the terrorist attack, all to portray himself as a hero to the public. As the season reaches its climax, Hal defies Kate's orders. He arrives to meet Merrick Grove. Stuart, loyal and determined, rushes to stop him. But before anyone can act, a bomb explodes in Grove's car. Chaos erupts. The fates of everyone nearby remain unknown. Hal and Stuart survive the car bombing, but both are critically injured. Tragically, Merrick Grove and a U.S. Embassy officer named Ronnie are killed. Kate races back to London. She is distraught. Her husband is near death. Her friend Stuart is barely alive. Stuart recovers physically, but the attack haunts him. PTSD clouds his memories. He begins to misremember the details. He believes Ronnie was inside during the explosion. The death seems suspicious. Hal recovers from his injuries. He gives Kate his blessing to end their marriage. He tells her to pursue Dennison. But Kate is more confused than ever. She does not know where her head or her heart truly lie. Kate confides in Idra. She worries that Prime Minister Trowbridge hired Linkov to carry out the attack. And now, the car bombing seems like a cover-up. Dennison begins investigating. He discovers that Grove's Conservative Party received large donations from Russia. The evidence points to corruption at the highest levels. Kate and Dennison know the British government plans to assassinate Linkov. They attempt to save him. They want to interrogate him. They need answers about who hired his mercenaries. But their plan fails. Linkov is killed. Elsewhere, Margaret Royland, a Conservative Party leader and Trowbridge's trusted advisor, disappears. Trowbridge publicly demands answers. He wants Royland found. Kate begins to doubt if Trowbridge was truly involved. Royland secretly meets with Kate and her allies. She reveals everything she knows about the British government's connection to the mercenaries. Extremist conservative leaders, including Grove, hired Linkov. The attack on the aircraft carrier was part of a sinister plot. Their goal: prevent Scottish independence. When Kate investigates Hal's new political ally, Grove's co-conspirators believe she has uncovered their plot. They have him killed to ensure silence. Stuart grows bitter. He blames Kate for the car bomb. He blames her for Ronnie's death. He thinks Kate is more focused on Dennison than the US-UK diplomatic relationship. Stuart warns Billy Appiah. He no longer believes Kate is a worthy vice presidential candidate. Appiah is concerned. He sends a spy to watch Stuart. The investigation uncovers his frustration with superiors and the government. Concerns arise that he may have been recruited by the Russians. Stuart eventually realizes his trauma has affected his work. He reconciles professionally with Kate. He attempts a romantic reconciliation with Idra. She bitterly refuses. Meanwhile, Dennison rallies a vote of no confidence against Trowbridge in Parliament. The goal? Force him to resign. A plan is staged to reveal the coup at a 4th of July party. But the public largely supports Trowbridge's authorization of Linkov's assassination. Many of Dennison's supporters flip their votes. The plot fails. Dennison remains determined. He tells Kate he will expose Trowbridge's involvement in the aircraft carrier attack, even if it ruins his political career. Royland confesses the truth. Trowbridge had no knowledge or involvement in the attack. Royland herself ordered Linkov to strike the carrier. It was a false flag. The goal: unify the nation and prevent Scotland from seeking independence. To confirm Royland's claims and judge Trowbridge's role, Kate and Idra force Royland to confess directly to the Prime Minister. Kate learns the truth about Royland. Trowbridge attacks her, but Kate and her allies intervene. Finally, they see the Prime Minister is innocent. US Vice President Pynne arrives in London. She warns everyone to stay quiet. If Russia finds out Britain orchestrated the attack, international chaos could erupt. Kate spends time with Pynne. She sees what a capable vice president she is. For a moment, Kate no longer wants the job, but Hal drops a bombshell. It was Pynne who convinced Royland to carry out the false flag attack. Kate is stunned. Anger and determination ignite. She decides she will oust Pynne and take the vice presidency for herself. As the season nears its end, Dennison ends his romance with Kate. He realizes their feelings could compromise their duty. He chooses to focus on guiding Trowbridge politically. Pynne finally explains everything to Kate. Scotland is crucial. It houses the UK's nuclear arsenal. It also holds all US European-based nuclear submarines, the last line of defense against a nuclear attack. If Scotland becomes independent, both the US and UK would be vulnerable to the growing Russian nuclear threat. Pynne staged the false flag attack to prevent this. She did not anticipate the dozens of lives that would be lost. She believes the sacrifice was necessary to save countless lives from a potential nuclear strike. Kate understands Pynne's reasoning, but Hal is furious. He insists this act should lead to Pynne's impeachment, and Kate should replace her. Hal calls President Rayburn in secret. He reveals Pynne's actions. The news is too much. Rayburn suffers a heart attack. He dies. Kate and Pynne have a tense discussion. They argue over the merits of Pynne's choices, over Kate's plot to take the vice presidency. But it is all for nothing. Hal calls Kate in panic. Pynne is now the President of the United States. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this recap, make sure to subscribe to Cinevoice. Hit the bell icon to stay updated and enjoy the journey.